gonna.
Sure.
All right, we got 6 o'clock.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, I'd like to welcome everybody here to our May board meeting. To get started, we need to amend and or accept tonight's agenda. I have 3 things that I would like to add. Letter I will be the Kimberly Smith parapro resignation. Letter J, 2026-2027 membership resolution. MHSAA membership. And then K, you notice in front of you the price for another bus. This is something that we just talked about ahead of time tonight. We'll talk about it a little bit more when we get to it. Anybody have anything else?
Motion to accept the amended budget. Third one, agenda, sorry.
We have a motion, do we have support?
Support.
Okay, motion and support for tonight's agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Next will be public comment. I don't believe we're gonna have any tonight. Routine matters, we need to approve our April minutes for our meeting and also our closed session minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the April board and the April closed session minutes.
Supported.
All right, we have motion and support to accept the April minutes. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Consider general fund invoices for payment, Matt.
I would like to make a motion to pay $191,499.35 worth of invoices from the general fund and $37,375.88 out of food services this month.
We have a motion and support for our invoices. Is there any questions anybody has on any invoices? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Reports and communications. Myself, not a lot, just pictures this week. Following week we have graduation and honors night, just 21st and 22nd. So, graduation night we'll meet in the middle school gym, roughly 6:45. Other than that, that's all I've got. Superintendent?
Yeah, got a lot going on in May. We always joke that it's a sprint from spring break to the end of the school year, and it's really no lie this year. It feels like it's extra this year. I think it's the lack of sunshine, the cold weather. It still feels like winter, and we're flying through stuff. Good news is it might be somewhat decent temperature for graduation. We won't be sitting sweating and all of that, but Kevin did talk about adding the bus bid on the agenda. You'll see it, I did put the bid in front of you. Recommend the bus from Midwest Transit for $157,623. It is okay if you guys want to table this. I know I'm getting it to you late. I will bring it back to you in June if that's better for you, but we know we need to purchase a bus this year. And I thought, why would we wait till June if we could just pass it now and perhaps get it here before school starts? This is the same price as it was last year, so for the last 3 that we bought. Been talking with Russ about the bus rotation. We know we need to get on that. We have 11 buses in the fleet right now on routes. It's gonna take us 11 years to replace those buses if we buy one a year. So we need to start getting back on that. But I do apologize for the late notice on that. That bid also has the added-on things that are highlighted that we prefer on our buses. We would also have to get new tires for the bus because the ones that come on them just don't work real well in northern Michigan. It's better for us to get new tires and sell the ones that come on them. So, Kimberly Smith resignation. I'd like to thank Kimberly for her service here at the school district. Really gonna miss her. But understand, those need to be submitted by July, I think 14th, if I remember correctly. But don't quote me on that, you just might want to pick up your packets and get those done if you're wanting to run again, which I'm hoping that you do. Also, congratulations to Doug. Doug has took some more classes this past weekend. Remember correctly, Doug, you have 2 classes left, and then he's not certifiable, but a certified board member. Will receive a certification for that. So thanks, Doug, for attending those classes, and congratulations on making progress. Any questions for me?
All right, thank you. Business manager, Taylor.
Not a whole lot to bid on from my board report, other than I'm sure as most of you know, the school year is rapidly coming to an end, so it's just trying to finish up this year, get rolling into next, and then soon enough we'll start preparing for the audit, which is July 20 through 24.
I think I've asked this before, the county does settle our delinquent sinking fund millage, right?
We get an idea of what the delinquent is gonna be, and then it'll be up to the auditors to decide what we're gonna receive and what we won't. But
Okay.
I can also just get clarification on that.
I just wondered if the county settled that when they,
We do get a settlement payoff, which we have received, our big ones, so, but I will just double check and get back.
okay.
Back to you just to make sure.
Any more questions for Taylor? All right, thanks, Taylor. Principals. Mr. Wisner, would you like to start?
Sure. We finished up MSTEP testing in elementary, so we are beyond that, which is great. So now we're doing MWPA testing. I have data meetings with each grade level this week to look at what we did well this year and how that looks in the data and what we need to kind of focus on for next year. So I'm looking forward to meeting with each grade level. There's a lot to celebrate. We had a lot of good things come out of our DIBELS data around reading, so I'm excited to celebrate with them. We started getting our reading curriculum. It is in pallets in the storage bay, and I have a lot of inventory to do to make sure that we got everything, but I was able to find teachers' manuals and we got those into their hands. They have their training June 9th in the library so that we can start implementing that in the fall. And then I just applied for another grant through the state around the dyslexia law. We can get funds for a screening assessment. Right now we use DIBELS, but we would look at purchasing M-Class, which is DIBELS, but on the computer, which will make it nicer to assess kids and kind of get that data live. And so we will find out about that June 12th, or around June 12th. We'll know if we got that grant or not. And it's just all the things. 5th grade band concert tomorrow night, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade other spring concert on Thursday. Then it's track and field day, and we're gonna make it. We're gonna get there. It's just all things, and so. But we're chugging along.
All right, Mr. Fitzgerald.
We, as you saw, upcoming dates have a lot of things going on. One of the ones I want to reference is on May 14th, we're taking the entire middle school on Adventure Day to Timberwolf Lodge in Timberwolf Lake in Lake City. We've had some anonymous donors pay a very hefty fee for us to go no cost to our students, including lunch, and also all of our kids and staff will have t-shirts. And it's an exciting day with the theme of helping to grow the kids of how our words we use can have a lasting impact, either positive or negative, and just kind of a growing experience for the kids. So we are super excited for that, coming up to see how it goes. And we are kind of in talks of trying to do this in the fall to help set up the school year in the future dates and just kind of lay a strong foothold for that. Lots of testing is still wrapping up NWBA. And just trying to get it all together. We have formal dance coming up on Friday, which we are excited about, and lots of reward trips happening. Do want to note, if you notice, our attendance bounced up super high for April compared to the plague of March, and we're excited to see our numbers, and we are doing really well with our overall goal of hitting that 95% threshold of average daily attendance. And I give a lot of credit to office staff, principals, and PBIS, and getting kids to want to be here, and the support from teachers. So good things are going.
Sounds great. Mrs. Rosenbaum.
I want to congratulate the highlighters on an amazing show this past weekend. If you got to see it, it was very well done. A lot of work that goes into that. So, and then looking forward to our high school band concert on Wednesday. A couple of CTC students that I wanted to recognize because they were students of the year. Garen Schneek for automotive and Garrett Overman for heavy equipment technology. Nice recognition for two great young men. That's about it. I've laid out, it's busy. It's just busy, so I think I have everything in there.
Okay.
Did you want to talk about your cell phone?
I can. Does anybody have any questions about the cell phone policy?
I guess I'm kind of curious, I mean, what do parents think, feel?
You know, it's a little surprising how many still don't know. And then I've gotten a lot of positive feedback about, good, we're glad they're done. A couple people have asked us randomly, what about communication? And I'm like, yep, Mrs. Short will be busier, but we're gonna help her out.
Oh.
Mrs. Watkins and I are both in the office, and if we have to run notes, that's what we're gonna do. So, that's about it. I don't get a ton
Okay.
of feedback.
But they can check them on break,
Yes,
right? I mean, my child doesn't even know where her locker is because she just carries her bag all over. So I mean, their
Yes.
bags will be with them. It's just a matter of them being out.
yes. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I know some students, you know, maybe have some anxiety and some things. They won't ever be without it this super, super long time where they couldn't have a check-in or something. Because I understand things come up, you know, but yeah, they won't ever be without it for a super long time.
So what has our experience been over this past year? I mean, we've had a policy in place. I mean, has there been a ton of referrals? Has there, what's our?
No,
Okay.
I just don't deal with cell phone a lot, knock on wood. I don't know if I've had 5 referrals this year. Maybe the phone, because we do get to a point where if the students have the phone out, it's brought to the office. I think that's happened 4 times throughout the year. It just doesn't happen. I really don't have an issue with cell phones. So I think it's it'll, you know, hopefully be very clear to students. I have class meetings, so I'll be able to explain it to them. And really the consequences are stricter, faster. That's my biggest thing.
So you think the staff is overall supportive of this current? Okay.
Yep. Yep, we've talked about it at the last 2 way starts, so.
One thing that strikes me every now and then when I read some of the stuff from the state is that important to use during emergencies. As far as I'm concerned, if there's a real emergency, that's the last thing.
Okay.
I want the kid to be on the phone. I want them to be listening to the
Yes.
authorities.
Yes. Yes.
and thinking and taking directions. I don't want them trying to be called mom during a
Right.
bomb scare. There's plenty of time for that later.
Agreed, yep.
That just kind of bothers me, some of their language, that emergency is not the time to be
Yeah.
having 80 kids on phones.
Right, yeah, we talk about that when we meet, what that might look like, you know. I know.
If there's a real emergency, cell phone towers are gonna get
Right.
overloaded, and no one's gonna be able to.
Yeah,
Yeah, we talk about that.
I know it's a natural reaction, but it should be pretty low priority at that time.
Yes, you're right, we want them listening, following direction, yeah.
And I just wanna say, high school does a great job, middle school does a great job, elementary, I mean, really not an issue, but becoming one, right? But you guys are handling it. It's not just cell phones, it's anything that's wireless communication.
Yes.
So it can be your watch, it can be the glasses out now. So, I mean, we keep referring it to cell phone legislation, cell phone bill, but it's anything with the wire, correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Rosenbaum, anything that is not district owned with wireless communication.
That you can text.
Yeah.
So what about iPads and different things you can do on those?
Yeah, we can still do that. Cause it's district
It's
owned.
district owned, gotcha.
I would say the biggest thing that we have issue with cell phone, and I'm probably speaking out of turn, or wireless communication, I'm sorry, is things that happen over the weekend that spills into the school. And things that are posted over the weekend or outside of school hours and it spills into the school, or parents want us to do something about it. We can't unless it disrupts the learning environment because it's outside of school hours, right? I would say that that is probably the biggest time crunch in the middle school and high school, so.
And one of the things that we run into in the middle school a lot, because, I mean, we're still kind of holding hands but building independence, is the kid might get a text from a parent, go here after school, office isn't notified, now we're checking buses, trying to find the kid, and we just prefer the communication come through the office. We will get the notes to the kids, but then that way, we're not spending the last half hour of the day trying to find out where did Timmy go, and you finally find Timmy, and oh, mom sent me a text, or dad sent me a text to go to grandma's house. Oh, cause the other parents here didn't know, and we're, still trying to track down. So we prefer that through the office communication, just so we know where kids are. I know it's quick, easy, just send your kid a message, but let us know as well, so that if there is an emergency, we're not searching and trying to figure out where it is for student safety, number one priority going forward.
And the tech deck has set up a option when you call the school that they can go right to like car riders or change the pickup time, so it goes right to a voicemail for that. And they're working on a texting or messaging so that they can just message and they can message back and forth between the office. Try to cut down on calls to the office because it's gonna get probably more.
One of the sections refer to flip phones, basically. But my understanding, flip phones are capable today, right? I mean, the new flip phones, and aren't they just like a regular, the newer ones?
I think some can text, yeah, I don't know much about it.
Yeah, there's brand new ones out there now, flip phones again.
Jeremy.
Brand spanking new ones that are flip phones.
He had to upgrade.
Yeah.
I think they're talking flip phones that can just call and take
Yeah.
calls. And
Oh, okay. Okay.
not text, not hit 1 3 times for the letter C or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
We all remember those days.
You're real good at it, you can do it.
Yeah, Taylor might not remember those days, but it was just easier to call then. Taylor,
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
Thanks for your work on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's. All right, thanks, principals. Committee reports. We did have one committee meeting, our executive committee met a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and talked extensively about property acquisition, the medium of property, and how we're gonna fund that, and I think Scott explained that in his update. I also talked about purchase of a bus, there'll be additional 5 classrooms in the high school that we're gonna do flooring on, correct? Discuss the handicap ramp a little bit more. A few other small things, but that was the gist of our executive committee meeting, so. But I think that's, pretty sure that's the only one we had here in the last month, so. Anything from MASB?
Not much really, it's just kind of quiet, legislatively it's kind of quiet. Have a board meeting at the end of this month again. I am going down tomorrow to Lansing to interview some new board members for the MASB board. Other than that, not really a lot going on.
I can just add committees to the sinking fund committee is meeting tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.
All right, moving on to our action items. A, review the Wexford and Saukey ISD budget.
I don't know if there's really an action item,
Yeah.
but you have a month to review it, we have to vote on it in June,
Okay.
at the June board meeting.
Okay.
And I'll be honest with you, there's not much we can do, if we vote it down, the only thing we can do is make recommendations for them to change.
I was kind of curious, there's some pretty large capital expenditures in there, just kind of curious what that's all about. There's like $1.5 million, I think, in the vocational. There's some pretty significant capital. I just wondered what big projects are coming down.
Yep, so they're looking at expanding classrooms again.
Okay.
Going over to Baker College, I believe, to expand some. Taylor may be able to help with that.
I believe that's what I've heard.
And some special ed classrooms, different things like that. I'm running out of room there too.
So the new facility they have, is that primarily just administration?
The old 9 and 10 building?
Yeah.
So that, yes, so we have, it's like the 2 stories. The upper level is the ETA and then the business services. And then the lower level is used for students at the moment.
Okay. Is that where you're located at?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
What's the lower level one?
One of the CTC classes, media
Okay.
digital media.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And then your offices became special ed,
Yes.
your old offices, so that was part of the special ed expansion too.
All right, moving on to B. PA 226, sex education curriculum recommendation as previously presented.
Motion. Support.
Motion support for the sex education curriculum. Is there any questions on this? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Superintendent, signer for purchase agreements and real estate paperwork.
Motion. Support.
Motion support for that. Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? D, Roy Dickerson, resignation.
Motion.
Support for regret. Yeah, it's been here a lot of years.
26 years.
26.
Yeah, time.
Yeah.
We have big shoes to fill.
I was gonna say, that's gonna be a
Sports,
difficult
yeah.
one.
Wow.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
Thanks for his service. Yeah.
All right, all those in favor of this resignation?
Say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Good for Roy. E, travel on July 12th, July 15th to the annual national conference for School Nutrition Association for food service employees.
Motion.
Support.
Motion support for the cooks to have a little time away, I guess. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? F, Professional Development Committee for 2026-2027 school year. Becky Rodenbaugh, Danette Utek, David Wisner, Hope Westorp, Monica Cook, Kim Schoner, Maria Bivens, Megan Watkins, Sarah Gray, Sarah McLean, Troy Finstrom, and Carrie DeFreeze.
Motion.
Support.
Motion support for all those individuals. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Alright.
Is it a privilege?
Pardon me?
Is it a privilege or a punishment?
I think it's privilege. I think it's good.
Not hearing anything from that side of the table.
Yeah. We meet 3 times a year, plan professional development, look over our district goals. Yeah.
The snacks are excellent.
Yeah.
He steps it up for that meeting.
Yeah. Great, we have one this week and then I have to step it up more.
Why do you think I said it?
G, schedule a special meeting for truth in taxation, June 22 at 5:45 PM in the library meeting room. So, motion, support, so this means we're gonna have our regular June meeting and we're gonna have the special one, so we're gonna have 2 in June. Last year we waited and combined them both and then just.
So we're gonna meet on the 8th and the 22nd, and there's gonna be a board meeting on the 8th and the 22nd.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, we have motion support for this meeting, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Alright. H, Cadillac Institute of Cosmetology contract for 2026 and 2027 as presented.
Motion.
Support.
Motion support for the cosmetology contract. Is there any questions?
Is this I wonder, is this something that, this is not offered at the CTC, the whole cosmetology thing?
No, they dropped that several years ago. So we contracted out.
Yeah.
This year was our first year, so.
Okay.
All right, we have motion support.
We have, I think, 5 or 6 girls interested this year.
Yeah, so I have 2
Or,
currently going.
I don't know if it's girls, I shouldn't have said that, students interested.
Is the student or the school paying the $709.50 tax?
I believe the student pays for that. We get a rate for dual enrollment classes that the
Got it.
state, and then they pay the difference. But I believe if their books and stuff like that pay the $709.
Okay.
There is a fee for them to go.
Okay. It just says by school or student, so I wasn't sure. Okay.
So we get a full student foundation allowance?
Yeah.
Just normal, okay.
Right. We treat it just like dual enrollment, but they do ride the CTC bus over if they choose. And
Perfect.
then they have about, I believe, 1 year left after they graduate, and then they'll be licensed or able to get licensed. So it's a good program.
So back to the 709, it says paid for by the student or school. You're saying the student does that?
We pay a portion of that.
A portion, okay.
So the state gives us a formula, sometimes it's late August, September, of how much they'll pay for a dual enrollment course, and we apply that, and the student's responsible for the difference. And they're responsible for their books. Because they'll have the books all 3 years or after school, so. It's worked out well this year.
Good deal.
Yeah. Just another opportunity for our kids.
I make a motion that we support that contract.
Yeah, we have motion.
Do we? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
we have motion and support. All in favor say aye.
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 It's a squirrel. Can't help it.
All right, I, Kimberly Smith, parapro resignation.
Motion?
Support. Motion support for Kim's resignation. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Wish her the best. J, 2026 and 2027 MHSSA membership resolution.
Motion.
Support.
Motion and support. All those in favor say aye.
I'd like to make a note, like to make a comment.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
We don't really have a choice but to join them or not, but I'm very disappointed in some of the stance they're taking. The whole boys and girls sports, they're overtly supporting that. As far as I know, they've received 4 or 5 requests, and they've approved every one, so they're not making a statement they support it, but they are supporting it. And I think that's problematic as a state association. I mean, I think we're kind of between a rock and a hard place, you know, but that's not the kind of association I think we want to be real keen on. I don't think their stance has changed that I know of anyway.
No, I believe each individual student has to apply for that, and then they.
Last I knew there were 5 and they approved all 5, so that is supporting it.
Yeah, I believe you're right, Ken, yeah, it is problematic, but we're stuck.
Yeah. We are.
So, yeah, whatever. I don't know what their board consists of or whatever, but I think we have 0 above US 10 between here and the bridge, and then they might have a couple in the UP. So the
somebody's
closest
gotta
one
run.
I know to here is from Midland or Mount Pleasant. And then there's nothing to the bridge, and then there might be a 2. So there's really no representation for northern, lower Michigan.
Be a good time for competitors to.
How is that determined?
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I told Sean last time I talked to him, that I'd be willing to serve if it ever came up or anything like that, but it's just.
Is it athletic directors, you know, or is it?
Yeah, I don't know. He didn't really say, we didn't get into that, but I mean, it's just.
I don't know if it's an elected board or an appointed council.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know that students can apply to serve on the student council part of it, but I don't know on the other.
I mean, they have a hired executive director, and I don't know other than that what they have either. I think it's worthy to note that that's not, I don't think that's what we want to promote. And I don't know if there's a way of communicating that to them. I mean, like I said, we don't have really any choice but to approve the resolution, but somehow there has to be a way of saying that we don't really buy into your philosophy on that.
Let me look into
It says
their board or
they
their council.
hold a spring meeting and hold elections for seats annually as reported on May 6, 2026, so it's elected.
That's an annual election?
It says annually. Governance, the council holds a spring annual meeting and conducts elections.
So I wonder what the nomination process is
I
in
don't know,
that
we can
one.
definitely research into it.
Who does the voting?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do some digging into it, for sure. Valid points. Ken.
Yeah, very valid. All right, I believe we had a motion and support.
There's something from Cal on there.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
K would be the bus purchase. Like Scott alluded to earlier, this is kind of last minute, but I mean, it is basically what we've been getting, and we said we wanted to purchase a bus annually, and
Think it's gonna go down any?
I would make a motion to purchase a bus.
My first purchase of a bus was $105,000. I remember that, because that was the first time I've ever spent that amount of money. So,
Is there a reason we're not choosing the lowest bid, or is there a preference to?
it's a preference. Different manufacturers. This would be the same manufacturer what we already have.
Okay.
And everything would be the same, which makes
So then it's
it-
easier to work on, it's easier to fix, it's easier to have the parts, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
I would make a motion that we purchase the bus as
I
presented.
already made that.
I'll second it.
all right, we have a motion
Squirrel, I'm telling ya.
with support to go ahead and purchase a bus.
From Midwest Transit.
Midwest Transit. Is there any more questions?
Is it pre-27 emissions or don't matter, I guess?
I don't know.
Be nice if it was.
Yeah. I know it's the same that we just had, so.
We can put that, it's not on that.
No, I was thinking make that put on hold.
Cross-country trucks and farm equipment.
All right, all those in favor of purchasing a bus? Say aye.
Yeah.
Opposed? All right. get one coming. Public comment, I don't see no public tonight, so anybody around the table have anything on their mind?
I was very pleased to see one of our students won the Merrill's Scholarship. The Quist, it's the first year they've offered it.
Was it Ethan?
Yeah, that's good,
Mhm. Oh, yeah, it was on Facebook, yes,
yeah.
yep. Mhm.
I know we had to move the Pops concert and that had to get moved today, but I just think 7:30 is really late. Just my personal old lady opinion. We have exams the next morning. I know we had to move it, but I just think 7:30 is late for a concert. So I would love that to be looked at next year, so it's not so gone.
We can do that.
I'd like to add my congratulations to Doug for his efforts this past weekend.
Good job, Doug.
That's good.
I had to bite my tongue a few times.
He said there were some liberals there, I can't imagine that, but.
We appreciate you biting your tongue.
Yeah.
Yes, we don't need to make the news.
Sometimes you just have to let it roll off.
Filter stayed intact.
That's good. All right, do I have a
Motion
motion?
we call the day.
Okay,
Support.
motion support, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Before you leave, I need everybody